Hello, mentors, and welcome to PebblePad Basics Module 4, Adding Content Part 2. So last video showed you how to add text boxes, how to add images, and how to move content around on a PebblePad page. For this module, we're going to talk about embedding content into PebblePad and then changing banner images and styles. So as you can see, I have my PebblePad landing page up, and it just so happens that the last thing I worked on is my Classroom Inquiry class PebblePad portfolio, which is what we're going to access today. So I'm just going to click on that link. And that takes me to this page. And we see that this is where we added content the last time we met. So feel free to follow along with the slide deck or log into PebblePad and create some content as we go. So we're going to talk about embedding a link. So the way to embed the link, just like the way we add any content, is we're going to click on this Add Content button. And then we'll see this little icon here with Embed. We're going to click on that. And then if you scroll below the last content you had, is this embed code box. Now, one thing I wanted to show you before we actually look at embedding the code, there's a link here for viewing supported services. If you click on that, that is going to give you a list of everything that can be embedded directly into PebblePad. So you can see there are many things. I don't even know what they are, but you can embed Facebook. You can embed something from the Google Drive. For this particular video, I am going to embed a YouTube video. And you can see here, for the YouTube video, you could use the URL or an embed code. But since we probably know how to copy and paste a link, I'm going to show you how to get the embed code. So let's get out of that. And I already have my YouTube video picked out. So I found this video about math anxiety, and since my Classroom Inquiry project is about math trauma, I thought this would be a great video to include in my project. So you see, if we scroll down this a little bit, we have this little share button here. If we click on that share button, we see the code here. You could copy and paste that link and put that into the embed link, and it does the same thing. But since others require specifically an embed code, I'm going to show you how to do the embed code. So right here, it gives us the option to share an embed code. We click on that. And this here is our embed code. Now, if we wanted this video to start at a different time, for instance, it populated 30 seconds in, I actually want to start it right at the beginning. So I'm going to put 000. If you click in that, it automatically highlights the entire embed code. Just copy that. And then we're going to go back to our PebblePad, click inside that box, and then paste that code and click embed. And there's my video. And now you can actually play the video within PebblePad, as you can hear that. Or you have the option of going directly to YouTube to watch the video. But now our link is embedded. So don't forget to hit that save button. We don't want to lose that progress. And you'll see also, if you say you found a better video, and rather than deleting this option and then adding a new embed code, you can just click here to change the embed code. And then you would delete that, put in the new code, and click embed. And that is all there is to embedding code. So next thing we're going to talk about is putting in an image for a banner. So I don't know if you realized this when we created the portfolio in module 2, but I added this second page that says, and I titled it research question, but you can see there's no content here at all. We don't even have a banner. So when you're creating portfolios, the home page that creates when you set up the portfolio has a banner. Any subsequent pages, you will need to add a banner. So the way we're going to add the banner, again, we're going to go to that same button that we've become really close friends with. And you'll see here, add a banner. And that's going to populate the default banner that we'll see on any page or any portfolio we ever create for the life of PebblePad. Now, you'll see you have options here within the banner itself to replace the image, remove the image, or resize the image. You also have an X up here. If you decide you want to just, never mind, I don't want a banner, just click the X and it'll remove the banner. But what I want to do is I want to replace the image. I don't want this same image across all of my pages. I want something a little bit different that speaks to me. So I'm going to click replace image. And now I'm given a series of default images, and I can load more if I'd like. And you'll see these populating slowly but surely. So here's some more images. And then you'll get to a point where you get to the end of the images, and then you'll see your assets. You can choose one of your assets to be the image, or at this point, you can also upload a new image just by clicking that upload new, and then you follow the same process you followed when you added an image through the add content box. But to make things simple, I'm just going to choose one of these images. I'm talking about math trauma. There's a stethoscope. Maybe that has something to do with diagnosing it. So I'm going to just choose this image. And I'm going to hit save because now I have saved my image. But you know, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking maybe I just want the stethoscope. Maybe I don't want this laptop in this image. So you can go in and resize the image. We're going to click on resize. And then you're going to be given a box here that you can move around. You also can shrink it. And I'm thinking that I just want that, but that little bit right there, the earpiece to the stethoscope and then the stethoscope's piece itself. So you can choose how you want the image aligned in PebblePad, if you want it centered or if you want it more to the right or to the left. You can also decide what size height you want this banner. I'm going to leave it at large and center. I would encourage you before you start teaching this information to your students, play around with banner height and image alignment so you can see what the differences look like. But for the sake of time, I'm only going to set it based on the presets, which is a center alignment and a large banner. Also, I want to point out before you hit confirm, make sure you check this little box here that says show edited image in asset store. If you do not check that box, it will not populate your asset store with that new, smaller or resized image. So I've done this. I'm going to go ahead and hit confirm. And there's my image, exactly how I wanted it. And then I can change my title and subtitle just by typing whatever I want in here. So I'm going to teach research question or type research question in here. And I'm going to say, I don't want a subtitle. So I'm just going to put 3 asterisks there to fill the space. And then once again, I will save that. And now I have a banner on my page connected to my portfolio. And then I still have this banner on my original page. So that is all there is to changing the banner image and resizing it and then adding a title or a subtitle. One thing I did want to touch on, we did not really talk about adding videos or audios. Adding those type of files is the same as adding an image. You go through the same process. You click on the button, you upload that file to your asset store, and then you add it to your PebblePad. So to add audio and video is the same process for adding an image. To add a quote, and I'll show you this one, I clicked on add a quote, and it's opening up this box down here. It's just going to make the quote stand out. So I am going to type math is the only place where truth and beauty mean the same thing. And that quote was by Danica McKellar, who is a mathematician who also played Winnie Cooper on the Wonder Years back in the 80s or 90s. But that is like my favorite quote as a math person. I love the fact that truth and beauty are, we can see truth and beauty both in math. So anyway, my quote, I'm going to click save. And all that quote box does is it sets up a specific box to highlight a quote. So if you're looking to, you can do this as a banner. Instead of doing a banner, put a quote at the top of your page. Truly, you don't have to have banners on every page. I just wanted to show you how to create that banner in case you chose to have that. And with that, congratulations. That is the end of adding content part 2. So now you know how to add embedded links into your PebblePad page. You also know how to change out the banner and resizing the image of the banner, and then adding in a title or a subtitle. And then we've also covered the rest of these add content boxes, the video, audio, and the quote. In Module 5, we're going to talk about sharing your portfolio content either to the public or for an assessment or to work collaboratively with other students in class. So that is it for today. Thank you for showing up and watching this video. And until then, happy pebble padding.